Back to my channel. We need to kind of get into the story about Love is Blind 2, divorcees Danielle and Nick. They are really slinging the mud at each other, and I want to break it down with you because it's crazy. So it seems like Danielle is accusing her ex-husband Nick of trying to destroy her life because she decided to file for divorce from him. Let's get into the story. Mind you, shortly after she posted these accusations on Instagram, she deleted them. I don't know if Nick and his legal counsel threatened her to delete them or what, but she did delete the stories, the post. But luckily, the blast captured them all for us. So let's go through this line by line because it is absolutely messy. So, first of all, Danielle claims that Nick has been trying to control the narrative surrounding their divorce. He's very controlling. Everything always has to be his way. She was always in the wrong, etc., etc. If that is true, it makes me quite sad that she wound up with someone because she was already a deeply insecure person. So it's kind of crazy how the people who need the most reassurance end up somehow like subconsciously attracting people who need to pick people apart the most. You know, it's always funny. Like the thing you need the least seems to be what people attract the most. And that makes me quite sad. So let's start off with the first Instagram slide that she had posted. She said, and I quote, "I need to say this because Nick is taking extreme measures to take me down, silence me, and control the narrative because he intended to go on another reality show and blames me for potentially being unable to. I've been warned by his team that this could get messy and certain things of mine will be at stake or taken if I even block him on social media." So when she says certain things of mine, she's referring to them threatening to sue or something like that. The divorce is not yet finalized. She only filed. So maybe he's going to try to fight for half her money or something like that. She did make a reference to saying that she would rather give up half of everything she owns than to live through this, than to live like this any longer. So she's basically saying, if you're feeling froggy, then jump. I'm going to speak my truth. And I love that for her. Listen, they were married for a whopping year, a whopping 12 months. So, Nick, if you're trying to go after her money, there's not much to get after 1 year of marriage. Like, that's nothing. So, she continued on to accuse Nick of proactively going to outlets to make false statements. But on top of that, there have been tactics that Nick is taking to control the narrative outside of just money. See, there you go with the money again. He's threatening money, threatening to sue, threatening to run her broke, dry, whatever in court. I'm not sure, but it's something to do with money to shut her up, allegedly. She continued with and emailed me blaming me for potentially ruining his chances of going on another show. I didn't know he was applying and contacted people to ensure it didn't ruin his chances. He's proactively trying to get media attention because he blames me for the divorce, even though I filed because I knew it was in my best interest. He said he was hoping the entire time that he'd get a director deal. I didn't know that that's what Nick did. I don't remember what they mentioned him doing like on the show, but I had no idea that he was trying to be some kind of Hollywood director. And I also don't understand what him being divorced from Danielle has to do with him being a director. Like, why would a director role hinge on his marital status? Like, I would get it if he was trying to be on a reality show about love and marriage or something like that. But this doesn't make sense. And usually, isn't he like trying to like share news or something like that on TikTok? He's trying to be like a news personality or whatever. Like, I don't know what that has to do with his marital status, but I'm gonna have to digress there. So Danielle was really going in, you guys. This is another post that she said. She continued with, he can continue to try and silence me or continue to punish me for doing what was in my best interest. But I hope people realize that he was enjoying the negative commentary and is trying to continue to make it the storyline that makes him seem like a savior. And it's going to even higher efforts than divorce. When this comes to fruition, I will say more. I hoped it never got to this point, but if anyone had the full context, they would understand. So again, she's being threatened, it seems like here. And she's like, listen, I'm speaking out. He already warned me that he would come after my money or something like that if I spoke out. So here I am doing it. So when it comes to fruition, I will say more. And it seems as though Danielle has receipts because remember, at the very top of her, I don't want to say rants, that feels like it kind of diminishes it, but at the top of her kind of expose, she mentioned that he emailed her really pissed off that she filed for divorce and that it was going to ruin his chances of appearing on another reality show. Listen, one thing about Nick is that he did have some crazy eyes when he was on that show. Like he used to look at her with complete rage, and it would kind of worry me for her a little bit sometimes too. So hearing that he might have been a controlling person or anything like that does not surprise me. Divorce can get ugly, especially when you're divorcing a literal stranger. So that does not surprise me either. But this thing about her ruining his chances of being a director on some kind of show or movie or whatever, I don't understand. I really don't understand what that means. But listen, this is just the beginning between the two of them. It seems like the gloves are off and they're both going to be kind of speaking out about this. So just keep an eye out because I am sure that there's going to be more to follow. Okay. But in the meantime, make sure that you are following so that you don't miss out on anything else. Take care.